Breaking news, the immortal John Hancock here, and boy, I woke up this morning. I knew Atari was announcing something. I did not know what it was, and I clicked on their website, and the link will be below, and Atari is releasing a new version of the original 2600 called the 2600 Plus, and I'm going to have some footage here, some video showing kind of what they are doing, and holy cow, could be very interesting. First and foremost, there's been a lot of people that have wanted an HDMI, a new 2600 to play on modern televisions. Now, Hyperkin released the Retron 77, and for many reasons, that didn't live up to expectations. It was a good start, but it didn't play certain cartridges. A lot of people wanted 7800 compatibility. Atari's looks like they're addressing that. Now, I purchased this. I did buy it. And so when it comes to my house, I'm going to be showing that on my channel. And so I did not know about this ahead of time. Kind of shocked. And so it looks like it comes with a 10-in-1 cartridge with some classic Atari 2600 games. And boy, it comes with one controller. That's a small complaint there. But having backwards compatibility with 7800, that's amazing. I have several questions. I know you have several questions. And hopefully over time when people get these in hand, I'm planning on testing it with several things. I have several homebrews, several questions too. And so it comes with a 10-in-1 bundle. My big complaint, so it's $129. I think the price point's okay. I think it needed to come with two controllers. And so I know that that's the day and age of coming with two controllers. It's long gone. They do offer an additional controller. I'm sure it may probably work. I do believe it says it works with original controllers. So you have those lying around. You have two controllers already. This is going to be appealing to people probably my age, people that grew up with Atari. But being able to have a 2600 and being able to play it, on a modern television set, I don't know about lag. It shows some hardware specifics, but with the ability to have it in widescreen. And so I'm going to probably keep it the same aspect ratio. First thing I'm going to probably test is my homebrews and to see if my homebrews work on the new console. And so I do have two of my homebrews that I've published are bank switched, and so I want to make sure it works with those fine. Atari does have a compatibility list. Here's the interesting thing. If they would have reached out on the Atari Age forum, several people would have been more than happy to test all the untested ones that they had. I have several of them as well. Would have been more than happy to test the games for them to show, hey, this works on a new hardware. So they have a lot of untested on their compatibility list. There's several collectors that would have helped with that. So they're also offering some other things, and so there's a paddle set. I purchased that as well. So paddles, they're making paddles compatible with this. I hopefully the original paddles work as well. Sometimes paddles can get jittery. There's lots of different ways of fixing them. So yeah, $129, new 2600 with that backwards compatibility with 7800 though, pretty amazing. And so I have lots of questions about, how is this going to work? Definitely going to test the new 7800 game drive on it to see if that works with it. That would be amazing if it did, and several other things. And so, yeah, I want to make sure the multi-carts work with it. But yeah, there's a great opportunity for people to, get a new 2600 Plus. And, for some people, they're going to ask why. Well, there's a lot of people out there that like collecting old game consoles. And, going to a recent show, Game On Expo, there was hardly anything Atari 2600 there. There wasn't. And part of the problem is hardware. And, you can find the games, you can find them in dusty, dirty bins. But that hardware is getting really old. And because it's really old, people aren't going to really pick it up because, it doesn't really look great on modern television sets. Now, there's a lot of purists out there that play on their CRT, and that's awesome. People love doing that, and they love checking that out and playing old school, and that's amazing. But for a lot of people, that's not an option. A lot of people, they don't have room for a CRT, or it's too expensive in their area, or their CRTs have died. CRT televisions, for people who don't know, traditional television sets, haven't been made in a long time, and so that just isn't an option for people. And so it's just really interesting to see Atari announce this and having this come out. And there's other hardware coming out as well, so I don't know if they're just kind of dipping their toe into lots of different things to see what's gonna appeal for people. But yeah, really interesting. The packaging, I do believe I said, but it's 80% the size of the 2600, so it's a little bit smaller. So people will be able to at least identify it when they look at it. Packaging looks a little different. I can't wait to get my hands on this. So I purchased it, and now I'm just waiting it to come in the mail, and hopefully we'll do a video when it comes. It's going to be coming the first week of school, so this is going to be crazy. But happy to do a video on it, because I know there's a lot of people that come to my channel and view things and want me to talk about 2600 or Atari, and you know, I cover quite a bit of it. So definitely in the comments below, I definitely want you to ask, you know, what are your concerns about it, or what are your questions about it? So it looks like it's using, you know, modern hardware to make something compatible with 2600 and 7800. And so you can buy a separate joystick, a paddle controller, and Berserk. So I also purchased the new Berserk that has some slight tweaks and voice enhanced. That was kind of neat. I think the price point was right at 30 bucks. And so getting a new version of a Berserk, I'm sure it's a lot like the hacked version that came out years ago on Atari Age, voice enhanced, but now they own Berserk. So it's really neat that they are including Berserk, one of my favorite games of all time, for the 2600. So I'm really excited about these products. I think the price point's okay. I think it would have been better at 100 bucks, but maybe on sale it can go down to 100 bucks. But I think that price point's pretty good at 129, especially what it does, and it plays Atari 7800 games. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what Atari does. And do I have some concerns? Yeah, I have some concerns. I definitely want to know, you know, is there any big hiccups with this? What is its compatibility with aftermarket games? That's going to be super important. And, you know, I think lag, I think people are going to have questions about lag and, you know, all those things. The Atari gameplay is super fast. And so it is important that it doesn't have lag. How does it look on the screen? Is there any huge hiccups on games that it won't play? Now, it doesn't play Super Cobra for whatever reason. I don't know if that has a super chip on it. I need to play some other games to figure out, you know, what this can and can't do. So I'm really excited about getting my hands on this, and I'm going to be sharing with you as soon as I get it. I did purchase it. I want to thank everybody for coming and viewing this kind of breaking news information. And to hear about it, the link is below if you want to check more information out. As of this video, it's still available. I don't know how many they're making, if they're doing a huge order, but anyways, if you like this video and like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.